anyone that didn't know, my new neighbors decided to put in a new fence. And despite the fact that they did have Spectrum flags out there, so I assume they did some due diligence as to where stuff was, they cut my fucking line.
Wow.
So that's why I had no internet.
Good.
Thanks.
That is so angry. It's so easy. 311 people. We're done.
That's the thing. I mean, they had actual Spectrum flags out there. I don't know what happened.
Yep. Stupid is what happened.
Well, yes, but
There you go.
Well, I mean, you got to put some of the blame on yourself for having Spectrum.
yes. I was asking for it, clearly. Way to blame the victim, Patrick.
Now, to be fair, sometimes you don't have a choice. Allo doesn't reach everywhere.
Yet.
Unlike Michael.
I did have a choice for Allo, but Spectrum gave me a extremely good deal if
An
I
offer
stayed
you
with them.
couldn't refuse.
Yeah, seriously. It was like $30 a month for like
We'll give it to you.
400.
We'll give it to you $30 a month, and we won't kill your family. What do you think?
I guess.
All right.
And
Hey,
we renege on the second part of that.
This is episode 41. Name quite the cavalcade. Huh? What?
That is a lot of episodes.
It is, and we're just gonna keep going.
We're doing it.
We summoned Sketties. With the highlight gang. we summoned him. We summoned Sketties with the highlight gang. Highlight gang. Okay. Hey Joe, you watched that last. You weren't here, but you watched last week's episode. So what happened, buddy?
Okay, so the previous week we went to a trip to visit Duncan's grandma. She was pretty nice. She told him to kill his dad. Not her daughter. Pointing that out, I guess her son-in-law, or not her son, I mean, but her son-in-law. So that upset Joe a bit. So he went on a bit of a drinking spree while the rest of the gang did a little B&E and scouted out the dad's house. It's an apartment hovel. I don't know what you wanted to call it. It wasn't it wasn't that nice. So Joe got very drunk, and they came back. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Adris started remembering stuff, right? That sound right from 2 weeks ago? When Ori was talking to him?
Well, he was like remembering things, but he was remembering lots of things all at the same time, and they were the right things. Right.
Yeah. So I believe from that point, we decided we were going to go take Adris to Vegas. And we had an extremely long road trip where Joe got a face tattoo.
Wow.
Ori got ear piercings. I'm not going to say how many, but it was
A Jacob's
more than
ladder.
a dozen. Oh God!
Do you think with this ballpoint pen I could add the tattoo to Joe's face?
Mike Tyson face tattoo.
I'm not a talented artist, but I think I could probably fit a dick on that chin.
Oh, come on, man. Tattoo artist wasn't drunk, probably.
It's Vegas, of course they were.
And I believe we ended up finding a really cool 1954 Pontiac GTO for Duncan, because that's what he wanted. That was the point of the whole trip.
You guys time traveled too. Cool.
Yeah, we did a little time traveling. Dude, don't worry about it.
All right. So what actually happened, Duncan?
First of all, Joe had a very hard couple of days there. I mean, he was angry because Krasden got trashed, and he was angry because my grands came and trashed it again, and then he was angry at me first because I was supposed to kill my dad, and he was just quite angry, and it was very difficult to have a real conversation with him. But he started to drink a lot, and he started just to randomly eat mushrooms, like all of the mushrooms. So I'm not quite, and then it was very strange. So we put him to bed for a while. And what I do know is that Bagby and Crucible and Ori, they went to Krasden to see if they could find a doctor to help Edris. But I stayed behind because, you know, I had a lot of that process because apparently I'm Umberlee's grandson, which still kind of dealing with. And I took some time and helped rebuild the Umberlee Temple as well. And they were gone for quite a while. I napped a bit. But when they came back, they told me a bit of a story about how Bagby now is like a council member, and there was a doctor that came with, and they learned a lot of other things. They found like this bunch of papers about you know, us and about the people before us, and all the right and things. And there's something about some kind of magic that helps to I don't know, like protect Krasden, and we have to be here for it to happen well. But anyway, they were going to have surgery, and they cut a bunch of things out of Adris's head, but we're not quite sure if he's going to be okay or not. Did I miss something?
They know
I didn't do the surgery, did I?
No, God, no. A
you
doctor,
had nothing to do with it.
A doctor.
That part looks bad. Take it out.
A Dr. Scalplin from Krasden.
Mm-hmm.
And he removed quite a number of blood clots and scar tissue from the protective coating around the brain. Yeah.
It was insane in the membrane.
They were numerous and large enough that they were causing significant pressure.
I never went to medical school, so I don't know a great deal about what that's about. But I know that they said that he'll live, he'll be fine. Well, live anyway, but they couldn't say for sure what his brain would be like.
Yes. Sketties, thank you. The Duramator.
I think Bagby also learned a lot while she was there because in order to get the doctor to come into Krasden to help us, we had to have approval from at least one council member, and we felt the easiest way to do is probably try to get a hold of Nitma. So we went to Nitma's office basically there.
That proved fruitful.
And it seemed like Bagby found out that she's going to have to take on a lot of responsibility there. Or at least she feels that way anyway. I don't know that she necessarily needs to, but she kind of feels like she has to. And correct me if I'm wrong there, Bagby.
No, I definitely think I have to, especially in 3 days when they have this big council meeting and Dulce is trying to oust Nitma. So I kind of have to go and kick his ass. Because we can't lose our family's spot on the council. So I definitely have to go there for that. We found Nitma is a scrapbooker. Mm-hmm. And she has kept a very thorough scrapbook of information about the previous rite and people involved with the previous rite and the current rite and people involved with the current rite. So including information about all of us.
That's not a reindeer running through Laura's house. That's her dog.
I am Santa Claus. You go.
At some point, you're going to have to let me read the bit about me and my mum. I know that you know things that you haven't told me yet.
Did I hear right that Bagby's a council member now?
Aye.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, because Nitma basically said,
Fuck democracy. She's in.
Congrats.
Thank you.
It's kind of leadership via squatters' rights is what Bagby has taken up here.
Oh, okay. Dibs.
Whoever happens to be in the office, you know.
The ancient article of dibs.
Trump's currently betting on that come fall.
Do not even equate and
What you don't know.
What
My ass has
Bagby near
claimed it.
him.
No, I'm not equating you two. I'm just saying you gave him an idea and it's out of the bag now, and now it's too much. Okay.
Ooh, wait, look, what's over there? It looks like a bunch of wagons coming down the road. Is that a giant there?
How did
I
you
believe that's
wait?
Wells Fargo.
Hold up. Did I tell you this? Did I tell you this?
I don't know how.
Hey, did I tell you
Watch
this?
the episode. I did watch the episode. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that how I ended? I can't even remember.
Yeah,
how I
that's
ended.
totally how it ended. We had the giant coming over the hill with the wagon.
Yes.
Alright, guys.
Okay.
Am I still on mushrooms?
It's more than one. Yes. So it is early morning. Three of you are dealing with exhaustion. Duncan and Joe, you're probably not in the greatest of shape either because you spent the past day repairing the town.
No, I just wandered around, I guess, since I was high on mushrooms. I just wandered around licking various...
Would you actually
goats.
like to have spent the whole day high on mushrooms or what I said?
No, I would have been helping.
Okay, that's what I fucking thought.
Why don't you take all the fun away, Mike?
Just suck the joy out of everything.
D Sizzle Awesome, thank you very much for the follow. Yes.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Woo!
So, entering in the main square, Laura with the woo. She surprised herself.
I don't know how to react to those or what to do with my hand.
She surprised herself.
Woo? I guess that's what I'm saying.
I thought Lawrence joined us for a moment.
Yeah. So they're coming in. Okay, that was a lot. That was too much. The peaking on your microphone does not work properly.
I know it totally wiped him out.
Yeah.
All right.
It
So
autocorrected.
they're coming into the main square. So this main square here is where everybody. Scatties, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Love you, buddy.
I don't recognize that as a square. There's no curves.
It's you
Real
know what I
squares
mean.
have curves.
Shut up. Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
she's not even here.
Hey, Patrick, can you wait? If you're gonna razz on Laura, at least have her
I know
be
she
around.
needs to be here for me to razz on.
Okay, so it's three carts, horse-drawn carts, people driving each one, and anybody. You don't even have to really be able to see him real well. It's clearly Donald.
Right. Look, it's Donald.
Quite the crowd forms. I've given you guys literally tens of dollars at this point. Thank you, Sketties.
Your great sacrifice has been noted.
There's quite the crowd gathering. Obviously, there's a bunch of new people and a fucking stone giant. So you what do?
I run to meet him.
I
It's
guess.
Donald.
Yeah.
He's a friend. I run out to meet him. Donald! Donald!
Duncan.
It's me, Duncan!
Hey,
Hi.
Duncan. How you doing?
Well, I'm dealing with quite a lot, actually, but thanks for asking. But how are you? What are you doing there?
He kneels down to get more on your level. Still probably a little taller than you. I'm great. When we got the letter, we came running, quick as we could.
You got a letter?
Aye, your council leader, Jacobs, sent crows to the wind, asking for assistance.
Really? Wonder what that's about. I guess we'll go find out together then.
You wonder what that's about? He looks around at the broken buildings and the burn down.
Duncan just walks away.
Why? Everything's been fine here.
He follows you, I guess. What is everyone else doing?
I didn't run up to him, so I would follow.
Oh, Laura, since you're back, you got shit on while you were gone. Go ahead and say it again, Patrick.
It was Phil.
I was talking about this square, the main square.
And I said I didn't recognize it as a square. There wasn't any curves.
There we go. See, there.
Oh, that's a callback. I'm glad you repeated it because I missed it the first time, and now I can laugh.
About the fact that I can't draw squares and they all turn out like circles. I thought you were making some joke about me being the only girl and having curves, and I was like, I don't get it.
No, the not a square. That's
Yeah,
what we were
the fact that I
joke.
can't draw squares.
Yeah.
Right. Mhm.
not the sexist thing. The legitimately crapping on you.
Actually, funny thing that is more less hurtful.
No,
one
look
will
at the
let
rest
that
of us.
die.
My God, we've all got curves.
Yours are at least
Like mine.
yours are at least appropriate.
Some of us don't even have curves. It's more like shapes.
I'm curved like I did horror in the 60s and 70s. Okay. Yes. So what are the rest of you doing? Donald has entered town along with 3 carts full of. They have lumber, canvas, a lot of. Whole one has 3 slaughtered and butchered cows and a bunch of food. This is help. Help is here.
Yay!
Oh,
something
that's
nice
great.
Is happening to
It's
Krasden.
good to see you guys. I am exhausted. I'm going to
Euclidean geometry. Oh, Scotties, that's funny. Okay.
how non-conforming of you.
It's
Doesn't call it Cthulhu.
It's a math joke. Guys, just Google it. All right.
I'm an idiot. I
What do you
assumed
do?
all
What do you do?
geometry was Euclidean
Well,
geometry.
I just have a question. Ori, were you and I still with Adris?
Yeah, I suppose we wouldn't even be out there. We would probably be monitoring his condition.
Because the 2 of us were healing during the surgery. So we're
I'm
not
sorry,
quite-
Skitties. I forgot that you were Shaga. My bad.
So I noticed this commotion outside, and I'm going to assume Ori's got things under control, and I decide to head out and see what's going on as well. As I walk outside, I happen to see everybody walking away. So I figure, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'll follow them.
Nice. You would get to the beginning of the long street, basically moving away, one of these 2, and you would probably see Donald talking to Duncan. I mean, it could be another stone giant, but that's unlikely. I don't mean to racially profile here, but you've met
Right.
one and seen one ever.
So I'm talking to Donald about all the things, telling and everything that happened this very lately, about my grands and about Joe, and about everything.
He's just saying that out in the street, yeah. The
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're just telling him that your
Right.
grandma's a god. Sounds like something. I would do.
that's a lot.
I know it's it's quite a lot. Oh look, there's Jacob's right there.
Duncan, you know how, like, 10 people have just been staring at us since you started this conversation, right?
I love how Duncan is like taking control of 2 NPCs already.
Who'd you see?
Jacobs, she's right over there.
Yeah, well, she'd probably be near the council chambers, yes.
Councilwoman, Jacobs, look, it's Donald, my friend.
Yeah, that sounds great.
No, he says you sent him a letter and wanted some help. I'm guessing it's help because of all
Jacobs?
the wagons and things.
Yeah, help. Where are you hail from? She holds her hand out to try to shake it of a giant. He does his best to conform to human hands.
It's just like 3 fingers and his thumb. Okay, there we go.
I'll be honest. Moving forward, they both basically have the same voice. The the barbarian human and the stone giant. Ooh, I want to play. She's taken.
Is.
What?
It's Joe's beard.
Thanks.
God damn it. Stop. You stop. I was trying to do something. All right.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Asshole.
We hail from Sumbris. Brought food, lumber, what little we could spare. It's not much, but it's something. Thank you. Jacobs looks up at him. We'll take everything we can get. We have little to pay. In response, Donald, no payment. Your representatives have helped us enough. Jacobs goes to sort of organize the resources, knowing where they should go and what should be done with them, obviously. I'm going to let anybody who wants to be here at this point can. There's probably been enough hubbub, unless you actively think your character wouldn't be.
Nope. I think I'd be there.
Anybody not there?
I believe I would not be there. I would be monitoring Andrus' condition.
Okay. Okay. You all see Donald. You recognize a few of the other people. One of them, the guard captain that you met very briefly on the hill in Sumbris, is also with them. Roll perception. Jeez.
13.
16.
13, 16.
10.
Natural 20, 25 total.
Oh, man.
I need to pick up new markers already. Okay. Oh, that's 13. Bagby. Okay. Bagby, you're excited to see. You instantly understand that this is help, and you're excited to see Donald. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Friendly face, and you two were on pretty good terms last time you talked as well. Crucible. You recognize the guard captain immediately. So there's another trained, at least somewhat trained. Phil, you have been Discord DM'd. The so you know that at least one member of the group is of use in a combat situation, or potentially, I mean, yeah, whatever you want to put on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's somebody here that's of at least pretending to be of capable use in a fight. Duncan and Ori, you actually recognize two of the other people. Everybody driving a cart is actually a guard from the town, one of them being the guard captain. They're not all done up. They have armor on, but it's not. They have no insignia of Sumbris or anything like that. There isn't really an insignia of Sumbris, to be fair. But you do recognize seeing them when you were in Sumbris. They're a little more casual here, but you do recognize them. Okay.
I take good note of that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to tell Crucible about that.
Donald's still talking to you, Duncan? Seeing himself, I don't know, being chummy.
Aye. Do you know the latest about the sports balls teams, Donald? I haven't been around much lately, so I've missed a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, good, because I don't know either.
We did hear there was at least one other grouping of people coming in this direction. We should expect them tonight or tomorrow.
I hope you mean friendlies.
Oh, yes. Another
Excellent.
help.
Excellent.
Apparently your Councilwoman Jacobs sent them far and wide.
She must have. Didn't even know she was doing that. But that's why she's such a good councilwoman. She just does things like that.
He leans in. More effective than our council.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Aye. I should get to work. They'll need a crane.
Let me know
or
if you
something.
need anything.
Don't happen to have any good rocks around here, do you?
I'm sure we could find you some rocks.
I just kind of look up at the cliffs that are towering over us.
You can't destroy the cliffs, though. If you remember, part of the you don't have a cemetery. You put placards of people that pass into the side of the cliff. This happened very early on in the campaign, but that's basically how you keep track.
Aye. Return the bodies to sea. Put plaques up there on there.
Burn them, put them to sea, whichever they would want or the people around them would want, and then you put the placards up along the cliff face. Okay. Anybody else got anything?
Nope. If there's nothing, if there's nothing too interesting happening, I'd probably just be helping them unload.
Okay. Yeah. The food gets taken to the council, and they actually call on Crucible, a couple of the remaining guards. Joe, you work for the town. You'd probably be part of it as well to sort of help distribute. Not to the people there, obviously, because they can do that themselves, but any of the elderly or people that don't leave their homes all that often. Because very little fishing is happening right now, food is actually a bit of an issue. And so much money is having to be spent on random things, they're not able to purchase anything right now. So it actually is a bit of a lean time. Ori, back with Aegis.
I would be kind of just sitting in that couch, and I would be having this silent and dramatic moment as I'm like kind of loading what little I have left into my pipe, and it's not quite lighting right as I'm like exhausted. And, you know, after the Battle of the Five Armies. And, you know, anyway, go on.
God, I missed a lot last week.
Tira wanders in. Hey, Mom asked me to check on you.
Oh, I'm doing fine, Tira. Just seeing how things go. I mean, I I just kind of really want him to wake up and be fine. I think if we have to, I don't like binding people's souls to some kind of sinister god against their will if I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know where to.
There's a lot to unpack there. I understand.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. Sorry.
No one ever does. It's okay.
Bright side, there's people that brought food from Sumbris, I guess.
Oh, that's really nice. The
really big gray dude too.
Big gray, like giant big.
Yeah, like big as a house.
Oh, Donald. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Well, they seem friendly. And they brought stuff that's important.
Oh well, it's nice. It's nice to know they're back. Well, I hope they didn't bring that kid, and he won't try and eat me if I turn into a cat.
I don't know what any of that means.
Sorry.
Hey, I was just gonna come. Do you want something to eat? I'm asking the two doctor guys. The I guess they're doctors or something. Do you want something?
Oh, sure, something light. I don't want to get bogged down.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, he's not dead, is he? Like, he's not gonna die in here?
From my observation, is he still looks stable?
Roll medicine.
Believe that that is a 7 modifier to tag on there. Yeah, 14.
Still breathing, still has a pulse.
Oh, sorry, that's a 16. Well, that's weird.
Still breathing, okay. Still has a pulse.
Oh. I think he's gonna live. I just don't know if he'll ever remember anything. Or how much how much the lights are gonna still be on up in there.
Well, it kind of sounds like he was an asshole, so whatever. Just don't want him to die, I guess.
All right. There were some back and forth here and there, but for one, I don't think he was totally himself while he was being an asshole, and well, certainly he was always fair enough with me. I'll let you go. I don't want to keep you.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Hey. Oh, we need more nightshade wort at the shop. Just okay. See ya. Be back in a minute.
Thank you.
Or he's like, what the fuck is nightshade wort?
That's it's used in poisons. Why is she making poisons?
Oh my god, I petted my cat for like a minute and now I am just coated in fur.
Is that what appears below the whiteness that is your face? Because it's just a black hole to me.
You could kind of see his ears poking up, but they're black ears, so yeah.
You could just point the camera at you, but
He's gone now. He jumped down. You want me to point it at my crotch now that he's not here?
It wouldn't matter. It would just be a black screen.
I'm just a face. There's a face and disembodied hands. That's all I am.
Yep. All right. So if nobody has anything important, goes throughout the day, into the evening, some good work is done. What little resources Sumbris brought help with patching buildings a bit, and that's about it. That evening, more food is distributed, and you all, but nothing of really import happens after that.
Could I ask Councilwoman Jacobs how much food we have, like how our supplies look?
Yes, the town supply, you could actually, you have enough supply that if you rationed, you could probably make it a week or two. Starting to send carts out and buying things again is going to be of importance in the next week. Or sending ships to the capital, which is probably because you have the ferry that travels to and fro, and there's often merchants that they head to the capital, they sell fish, they buy stuff on behalf of the city, they come back. And while the ferry still runs because it's automatic, there's nothing going on it.
What's the game like around Krasden?
Not much of anything. I mean, it's all ranch land. If you don't shoot somebody's cow,
right. I don't want to just go murder cattle, but like if there were deer,
raccoon
around.
steaks. Bar says raccoon steaks.
Raccoon steaks. I'm sorry, but
which brings us to another point.
So
you never set that up.
We've been busy. Okay, priorities.
Well, since then they've unionized and striked. So,
I wasn't paying them anyway, so that's probably justified.
Yes. Next morning comes. Nothing of importance happens. Aegis is still resting. The doctors have nothing more to say to you.
How many days has it been since Umberley's portal opened up?
It would be 2 at this point.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it took them longer to get down to Kraz and back, or Kraz.
She sent that before. She sent out missives when she realized food was a problem.
No, I mean, how long has it been since Umberley blew up half the town?
Yeah, 2 days.
Oh.
She sent stuff probably a day or two before that.
Okay. Because they were attacked before that. That's
yeah.
Right. Okay.
So this would be day 2 since we left for Cross?
It'd be like day and it. No, I mean, yeah. So, because it wasn't the day, it was the day. So it was actually, it's 3 days since it got attacked, and 2 days since you guys. It was the day before last when you went to Krasden.
And with all this extra help, we get to take a long rest.
Yes, you definitely get a long rest, so no more exhaustion points or whatever.
I need to go back downstairs.
Right.
She has a meeting.
Not today, but the day tomorrow.
Tomorrow you do?
but I don't know what time the meeting starts, so I should probably go there today so that I am there and prepared to be.
Also, you're fully aware Krasden doesn't work on the same time cycle as...
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you have a meeting with Axum before council meeting?
You wanted to try to get a hold of Axum.
Yeah, we were trying to get in touch with him.
Oh, you never did? Okay.
Yeah, we know he'll be back for the meeting.
I got things mixed up in my head.
Do you want us to go with you, Bagby?
I mean, you can. You won't be able to sit in on the council meeting, I don't think. I don't know what the rules are.
Up to you. I mean, if you want us as backup, we'll go with. Otherwise, I'm sure we can find something useful to do here.
Well, while you think about that, I'll explain the next group of people that show up. Mm-hmm. You get Crow that actually flies into town early, mid-morning-ish, saying that they've hit Sombra, and they should be there shortly after lunch. This is the royal. It's worded very specific. Give me a second. I gotta read my shit. The royal court of the Elderwood sends assistance to the heroes of Krasden, and they will be arriving afternoon.
I knew he liked me.
Raises a good point, or that makes me think of something anyway. Last thing we said to the king, I believe, or along the last thing, was he wants Adris captured for murder of Hollowell, or suspicion of murder of Hollowell. So we need to keep that in mind.
I suppose we've got Adris, quite handily at this point.
Well,
he's not going anywhere. So
hopefully, yep. Just had brain surgery, so I doubt he's up and moving.
Yeah, they always say in these games with all magical healings, like, no, all healing can happen instantaneous. There's some shit that it would take a minute.
Yeah, I imagine like if a character gets like stabbed through the gut and then you immediately like impaled with a spear,
right?
And then you immediately heal them. They're still not gonna feel good because I eat like I eat the wrong thing and my guts hurt. I mean,
that's like the stuff. If you get something that's almost near death, even if you get all the way healed back up, I assume there's like when it gets cold, you feel it and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I think you could argue that the way healing works is it speeds up the natural regeneration.
Yeah, I would assume.
Which cuts and stuff like that, those naturally heal over time. And
I would assume scars.
That's a good point, because healing doesn't like grow an arm back if it gets cut off.
No, it doesn't.
And the brain doesn't heal naturally like at all.
Right.
So there's nothing to speed up there.
It kind of does.
Mine doesn't.
Not.
All right.
Like memories might not necessarily.
All right. So having that
creates new pathways.
Having that information, Bagby, continue.
Well, back to your question, Joe.
All right.
I wouldn't mind if someone was able to and wanted to come with me. I wouldn't mind having company. But now knowing that the royal elves are coming, they're kind of a handful and a bit of a pain. And we definitely don't want them to get Adris. That he will need some protection. If someone were to come with me, I don't think all of you should come with me.
I don't want you to go by yourself, Bagby. I'd be happy to go with you, but you know best if I should stay or I could come with you.
Well,
what would you rather have?
Bagby, let me present to you the thought process that Bagby would have here. Who would be the most useful at court?
This is what I am thinking.
Okay.
In my head right now.
I know Bagby, the character, would think about it, so just making sure that, yeah, okay.
She's thinking about one who is most useful.
Bars, if he goes, there will be trouble.
If he stays, there will be double. One who is the most useful when it comes to like dealing with royals and court kind of stuff. Yeah. And two, who would be useful. There's like two sides of a coin of what she's thinking about. Who would be useful at the council meeting, but also would it negatively impact her view of her at the council meeting to bring a surfacer to the Krasden council meeting, which is where she's kind of leaning.
Also, I got to be honest with you, the person that's most useful at the council meeting, the person who's most useful talking to royalty is both you. So you got to pick who's number two.
Yeah. You know, I appreciate all of you wanting to come with me. And I don't mean this in a negative way, but Krasden is still a little bit on the sheltered and secluded side.
Racist.
That if I'm going to try and save Nitma's council seat, it's probably better if I go alone and don't bring a surfacer with me.
Right.
They're getting used to you, but I don't want to jeopardize Nitma's seat, especially with Dulce, who is very, very old school.
Okay.
Good luck then.
Good luck. Yep.
What?
By yourself anyway.
Just don't leave or go anywhere without me. Also, Lyra.
Yeah. Let me real quick. There she is. Yes.
Can I have a piece of your special paper that is definitely not a pocket dimension to write a letter to Nitma really quick?
You really don't know how that works, do you?
I don't. I'm not magical. I just hit things.
It's in the drawer, not the paper.
So I have to put it in the drawer?
Yes.
I have to write it and then put it in the drawer?
Yes.
Can I borrow your office?
Yes.
I promise
Just you.
Nitma. I will only send something to Nitma. I will not send a penis drawing to Teano.
And you better say from Bagby.
I will say from Bagby. She will know.
I'll kick your little butt. You know that, right?
I know.
Okay.
I'm being honest. Though it would really be funny to send dick pictures.
I will kick your little butt up and down these damn halls.
And I just write a quick note to Nitma, filling her in on what's going on, that I'm going to the council meeting in her name, and that if need be, I will kick Dulce's ass, and I stamp it with Nitma's stamp because she told me that she can reply if I stamp it.
Mm.
In that letter that she left me.
Mm-hmm.
She said that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The hidden
From
letter. Wait, sorry, Ori?
I was going to say, from my chair sitting there watching Adris in that office, I would say, oh, hey there, Bagby, how are you now?
I thought he was in his own room.
He's in his own room. You're not in there.
Oh, he's in his own room now.
He's in
We
his
had
own
moved
room
him.
now. Yeah.
We moved someone who had brain surgery? Okay.
No, you moved him for the surgery. He's still in that room.
Never mind then. Never mind.
Okay. I stamp it, I stick it in the drawer, I close it.
All right.
And then I leave.
Okay.
Goodbye.
All right. So you head down to Krasden.
Mm-hmm. You can focus on the boys because I know that this was kind of a last minute, not a thing that we were thinking was going to happen with Bagby. So
I gave you the council idea last week.
I know.
It'd be so cinematic. We'll be cutting back and forth between two different places. It'd be so nice.
Okay. Boys, you you hang out knowing does anybody tell Ori who's coming? By the
I
way.
wanted to chat with Ori anyway, so I think I'll go up there and see him.
Okay. Go ahead.
I knock lightly on the door.
Oh, who is it there?
Ori, it's me, Duncan.
Oh, you don't have to whisper. Just come on in.
Phil's mic
right.
is really high.
I know it's quite. He's quite loud.
Oh, okay. I can fix that. Sorry.
Just Ori's natural commanding presence.
It sounds like the voice of God quite a bit.
Ori, I thought you should know that the royal court of the Elderwood's on their way. They're sending help. He's quite busy turning down his microphone right now.
Now you're muted.
It's quite low now.
Not me.
Somewhere in between those two.
There you
Whoa.
go.
Okay. That's a wild difference. I'm sure he didn't move it all that.
I haven't
Really?
changed anything yet.
No, he's just talking more quiet.
The
like
fuck?
That.
I'll just make sure that I'm always talking at a reasonable volume.
That
Okay.
That
right?
should be fine.
There you go.
So
I thought you should know that they're on their way here, and you know you've got quite a bit of experience talking to elves, so I think maybe you should know that.
You know, I didn't grow up with elves, right?
He doesn't.
But
He doesn't.
But you know you know them though.
I learned Elvish from my dad.
Racist.
What? It's just, he's an elf, so just thought maybe you. Fine, you don't have to then. I got something else I'd like to ask you though. So, you know those seeing orbs?
Yeah.
Is there a way that you can let other people see in there as well through them, or is it just you?
That is interesting.
I think the ability to, I mean, I think maybe you could if you touched it, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's like how I started using it.
Yeah. You didn't learn any specific spell to do it. You just became
I attuned to it.
You attuned to it. Yeah, which takes an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, as I was thinking, maybe, because, you know, I still got this problem with my dad that we'll have to solve. And I was thinking, maybe what if I went and I confronted him about it? And what if I had one of those sandstones, you know, like near me, and someone else could see, like if maybe my dad would admit to it, but couldn't just be you though, because you're like a friend of mine. It'd have to be someone else.
No,
like
it should.
Councilwoman Jacobs or someone.
It should be noted. It should be noted that you cannot hear through the seeing stone. You can simply
you can't
see
hear through them.
No.
You can only see it.
Right.
Shite.
So
Well,
yeah,
that's not going to work then.
you can only see through it, and also it'd be a tall order to have someone else attune themselves to that. I get a bad feeling from that thing.
Aye. Right then.
I
Guess
don't.
I'm back to the drawing board with that idea then. Thanks though.
Yeah. And about those folks from, you know, the Kingdom of the Elderwood, you know, I certainly could help you talk to them. I was just letting you know that, like, I just want you to know where my basis for knowledge of elven culture is from. It's all from my dad. So you can imagine exactly how adept I am at it from there.
I think I understand. We both didn't have the greatest dolls in the world, did we?
Well,
At least yours is nicer than mine.
yeah, you can't pick your family.
I
You can pick your friends.
suppose we did that pretty well, didn't we?
Pick your nose.
Don't pick your friend's nose.
Right. Well, do you need anything then?
Oh, coffee?
Right. I'll see what I can do then. So
Thank,
go look
thank
for
you,
some
Duncan.
coffee for him.
No coffee, only tea. There hasn't been beans from the south in quite some time.
I'm still looking for him. I don't know that yet.
You've heard that before, but yeah.
You would probably be told that when you went and asked for it.
There's the goods and services from the south are interestingly not making it north right now. Okay. Crucible, what are you up to?
Last I was doing was helping rebuild the city.
Okay, this will be a long process. Obviously, you're not going to do it today. You're not going to do it the next few days. You're not going to do it in the next week or so. But you can patch holes in roofs. You can board up broken windows.
I just walk around using my mending scales and mending things.
Anybody who has mend is probably working pretty hard right now. I don't think Bill has mend. The group of a lookout, one of the guards up the hill, up the cliff, calls it a group of very ornate I've used the word so many times tonight. Carriages. Wagons are getting near. And weirdly, their horses have large horns, and they don't understand that. That spreads around town. Who all shows up for this? All of you?
I would.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, sure. How much time was there before they showed up?
If somebody ran straight to you, you'd probably show up in time for them to roll into town.
I would run straight to him because I said I would let him know.
Okay.
So I'm letting him know. All right, they're coming.
Okay then. And I just kind of say goodbye to the aides that were left to watch after the assistants to watch after.
Yes,
surgery.
The medical assistants.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And I would go.
Okay. You get there, meet up with Joe and Duncan, and Ora. You meet up with Joe and Crucible standing around. Donald's also there with Josiah. They are 7 wagons pull into town, pulled by ivory white stags. And these wagons are large. They just the 7 wagons, they don't all fit in the square. They overflow into the outside of the council chambers as well. They're tall, huge wheels. Probably 10 workers pile off of each wagon. And they look like they need 10. They look like ships put to wheels, you know what I mean? Roll perception.
16.
26.
25.
Is that a 25 for you as well, Ori?
As 23.
23. Okay, 23. Thank you. 16, Joe?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, 16. You see in the front wagon, because she is not trying to hide herself in any way, shape, or form, is an old friend. Ernest sits in a flowing green gown. Very unrealistic for prolonged travel.
Oh, look, it's Ernest. Hello, Ernest.
Whole group of motherfuckers come and help her get off that. Crucible, Duncan, and Ori sitting on top of that particular wagon because they are wood-topped and enclosed. Your Da, Ori. Your Da is here.
Now I really wish we weren't out of coffee.
Yep. There he is.
She's so pretty.
She's very pretty. Norm comes straight to you, Ori. Blinking off the top of this giant-ass wagon in front of you. Ori! Hey! Come here.
Hey there, Da.
Come here,
What,
buddy. Come here, buddy. Bring it in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
This is nice.
Right. What brings you?
Just be. Okay. Give me a kiss.
Dad, not in front of everything. I'm not 12 anymore.
Come on the forehead. Right there.
I'm 75 years old, Dad. I'm too
Come
old
on.
for that.
Right on the forehead. Come on. Thank you, Ori. Oh, it feels so good.
Seriously, why are you here?
You had quite the effect. And I am out of herb. Let's hit up your shop there, buddy boy.
This guy who can magically get Taco Bell
I guess
and just fucking get more weed.
I guess I'm gonna have to go stock up on more than just nightshade wort.
Oh, bro, you got nightshade wort?
Oh, and I'm not sure why Lyra needed it.
Let's
for the
get
shop.
fucked.
It's a poison. Dad, you're not supposed to mix that in anything.
Says you, narc.
Carl, that kills people.
Okay. He starts dragging you away to your shop, okay?
Oh, I was gonna say hello to everyone. Oh, okay.
Crucible, Duncan, and Joe. Ernest is in front of you.
I form a beautiful flower out of water and then freeze it, and I hand it to her. It's so nice to see. You look quite nice for someone who's traveled so far. This is for you. I hope you'll be able to sing later.
Thank you, Duncan. I probably won't be staying very long.
Well, that's quite sad. Well, it's nice to see you then.
It's nice to be seen.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to get out of the kingdom for a little while at least.
I convinced Dad on diplomatic purposes. Honestly, this was half his idea. I convinced him of a slightly larger gift.
We greatly appreciate it.
Aye.
Can I look around to see what they're unloading?
Yes, you may. Perception.
It's all that freaking special bread from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's
You only need
Lambus
to eat a
bread?
crumb and you're good.
43
Lambus bread.
Yeah.
And oh look, more lambus bread.
Yeah. Krasden is set for like the next 4 decades.
We gotta work on your microphone, dude, because you are peaking every time that you raise it. It's not your fault either. It's something's fucking up with your audio bad. It's clearly not your fault because you're peaking to high hell when you do it. And you're not talking loud. You're really not.
I can barely hear him in my office.
Yeah, you're one room over, and I've known Phil for years. He is not speaking loudly right now.
Oh crap! It says 2 devices are using my microphone. That's probably a problem.
It's using your headset mic, and it's using your webcam mic, and it's amplifying the fuck out of you. That's what's happening right now.
Why?
I don't know, dude. I don't know how to change it. Okay.
Potatoes.
Is there a setting on your headset to mute it?
Yeah, you
Like
can mute
there is
yourself
on
on
mine?
there. Just mute yourself on there.
No.
Nope, you're muted entirely now.
Okay, so it's not that.
Okay, it's okay. We'll figure it out. What was everyone's roles again? So what? No, I'm sorry. What, Joe? Specifically, what was your role?
Oh, I'm sorry. I still have it up. 16.
16. That's a good roll.
For Joe, it's an excellent roll. Yeah, for perception.
They're pulling a lot of wood. A lot of.
Chad was going to make an inappropriate joke there.
And it's large. It's large, unedited planks, right? So it's cross sections of trees that haven't been sectioned into individual, like.
So good for buildings or ships. Basically.
Yeah, and good for you can cut it to whatever purpose you want, right? These are large cross sections. They're also built carting a bunch of food off there that you don't recognize. Duncan and Crucible. Sorry, Duncan, despite the 20, you still probably wouldn't recognize the food. You can roll nature if you'd like.
Meantime, I'm speaking at a normal volume. Is this fine?
Yeah, that works.
I don't know. Nature is quite as far, so no.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's food you don't recognize, but you understand it is food because it's carried in like food type crates, apple boxes, stuff like that.
Right.
However, with your previous roll and Crucible, you as well would notice the outsides of these planks of wood. Some parts have the metallic white bark of the wood you saw in the Feywilds. So this is actually ironwood. This shit's what you make like +2 armor out of. They're like, here, you can have it for your fucking houses. Oh, Joe's gonna try to steal. I see it on his face. Joe's gonna try to steal wood.
But honestly, I'm pretty happy with my armor, but a helmet would be interesting made out of that.
Yes.
That's just something. Actually, you know what? Sorry, Joe didn't even notice that. He's focused on the trees and how useful they look.
They've also sent a lot of textiles. You can assume similar, probably also sent from the Feywilds as well, considering they It's a lot of cloth, a lot of canvas, a lot of food. They're really they sent a lot to the town. Sumbris sent what they could, and then a king sent what he could. You know what I mean?
Is Jacobs here?
Yeah.
I say kind of quietly to her, this should help convince people to stay.
Holy shit, yeah, it's convincing me of a lot of things right now.
We should, is this all going to fit in our warehouses, or should we build something temporary to store all this?
We'll make room.
Okay.
We'll use Erish's fucking warehouse if he argues.
Speaking of that, I think Duncan may want to ask you about something about him. I don't know. It's his deal. I'll leave it up to him.
I've always ignored Erish. I don't know if I could answer anything for him.
This is a question for you, Mike. She would know that we were told to kill him, right? Because she was there in the bar when we were discussing it.
Yeah.
Okay. I may be wrong, but I thought Duncan wanted to ask her about something with him. So never mind.
All right.
I would just start help unloading the trees.
Yes. They start filling extra corners of the 4 warehouses in town with the wood. There's no real good way to cut that, but they did send a decent amount of tools along with to get the job done. They expect the tools back, but they sent them with. And then all of the people they sent are instructing locals on how to properly work with it. These are all elves, by the way, 100%. And they seem very... Well, Duncan and Crucible, with your high perception scores from before, you can tell there's a militaristic tone about them all. You would assume that these are guards and royal workers of some stature. They are being as pleasant and as nice as possible in a very, we have to do this way. You know what I mean?
Right. So, Crucible. It's a bit like we've got a small army here. Did you notice the drivers that came with Donald? I think they were
it doesn't
guards.
seem like we've got a lot of standard tradespeople.
Aye. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm wondering if they sent them along to add us a little bit of defense. I'm also wondering if there's an idea of a little bit of offense going there, too.
Got to wonder what Jacobs might have asked them.
Exactly. If only we knew someone close enough to her that could find out.
Right. Wait, we do.
Ori!
Are you talking about Joseph?
Aye.
Yeah, I think maybe we should ask him to see what he can find out.
Perhaps you should do the asking. I think he's still
That's
a bit
true.
mad
Because I
at
don't
me.
know what I don't know how he's still feeling about you right now.
Aye.
But we'll point out, I did apologize. I drunkenly apologized the week before.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
Apologies don't mean squat.
But she still, I mean, you haven't wanted to like hang out though. So
That's a real thing that Patrick just said. If you're really sorry, just don't do it in the first place.
it's not like I'd meant to do anything. It's my grand's.
So, so then I tried to track down Joseph.
You find him. He's not far.
He's carrying a tree.
So,
jeez.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Crucible, God, we got to put a bell on you. What can I do for you?
Hey, have you noticed all the help that's come so far? Have you taken a close look at them by any chance? Noticed anything they share in common?
You have not, Joe, based on your previous role.
They're all very nice.
Well, they seem to be nice. I mean, but in a very stiff fashion. I mean, if you look really close at these guys, what would you say if I pointed out that they all might be military, or part of a guard?
I would trust your judgment on that. The closest I've done to serving in the military is dog catcher, so I'll believe you.
Well, I got a bit of a concern with that. You know, maybe they're here purely for defense, that if we get attacked again, that, you know, we've got some experienced people here that can help us out quite a bit. There's also part of me that kind of is a little bit concerned that maybe they're here for other reasons.
Well, that's possible, I suppose, but I mean, Ernest is a princess, and they're probably protecting her.
Right, but I mean, if you look at the first group that came in here as well, they seemed a little bit on the...
Well, I mean, look, you guys
well.
do a good job in Krasden, but I mean, you can't pretend that there's not dangers on the roads.
Well, I agree with that, but I mean...
Donald can probably handle most things, but I don't know. I mean, I can... What do you want me to do? Ask?
Well, I mean, I definitely have a concern that, you know, maybe they've got something planned out other than just being here for defense. I mean, I'm kind of curious what Jacobs had, what she had sent to them, what she had actually requested in the first place, other than aid.
Okay. Do you want me to ask her?
Well, I mean, it seems like you guys are sweet on each other.
Yeah.
I think maybe you've got the best chance of getting information from her.
Cute.
Yeah, I can try. I mean, I'm just gonna ask her. It's not gonna be like a super stealthy attempt or anything, but I can...
Well, I just know that, you know, she and I don't really have that much of a relationship, that if I were just walk up and tell her that, you know, maybe if it was a confidential situation, she wouldn't be so inclined to tell me, but she may be able to tell you something on the down low.
Okay.
Bars. If an orc army comes in with building supplies, I too would be terribly suspicious.
Orcs aren't so bad in this game.
Lincoln, what are you doing there? I can just see the top of your head. What are you doing?
Did he get a haircut?
No.
Oh.
It's just
He
mad.
seems a little less crazy than the last time I saw him.
That's not a touchscreen, Bubba.
Everything's a touchscreen if you try hard enough.
It's not true. The Okay.
Stop filling his little coconut head with lies.
So, Joe, you go to Jacobs, yes?
Sure. Yeah. Is she surrounded by people, or is she taking a break?
She would be, but you can pull her aside, I suppose.
Yeah, just I'll wait till she finishes and just ask her if I could have a quick second.
Okay.
Councilwoman, so I noticed a lot of these guys are kind of military-esque.
You're calling me Councilwoman now?
I was thinking it. I wasn't going to say anything, but I was thinking it.
I forgot her first name.
Josiah.
I meant to. Okay, I'm sorry. Josiah. Quick question for you. So it looks like a lot of the guards are somewhat military trained. What did you ask for? Was it just for help, like supplies?
She gets a quizzical look to her face. Sort of looks around at him and is doing the math in her own head.
Because I mean, it's not just the elves. Like, I figured they would be, they're here to protect their princess and everything. But Mike's distracted by the baby.
We're good.
It's not just the elves. I mean, I figured they'd be here to protect their princess, but the guards from Sombra, I think they're guards anyway. From what Crucible told me, he recognized a couple of them from when we were there last time.
I simply informed them of the problems we've been having.
Okay. I mean, I didn't think you'd be, asking for anything crazy, but I guess I just want to make sure you're aware of what my friends noticed.
I am now.
Can I roll insight real quick?
Yes.
I believe her, but 16.
She's not somebody who outwardly lies or keeps anything to herself.
Right.
She believed you instantaneously, and the questioning nature and paranoid look on her face, quite frankly, is belief enough for you.
Okay. And I don't mean to, spoil the mood or anything, and these people are helping us out more than I can say, but it's
right.
Just,
but for how long?
It's been a rough couple weeks for most of us, and we don't really have any guards at this point. So I think we're definite. Like the four of us. Bagby had to leave town. I don't know if anybody told you that, but
no one told me that.
Sorry, she had some business back in where, and it was unavoidable.
Oh,
but,
I thought I was
the rest
pretty
of us are
clear.
Here.
I thought I was pretty clear.
This was. I look around real quick to make sure nobody else can hear me. Nitma could lose her seat if she doesn't go back.
On the council?
Yeah. So it's pretty important that Bagby went back.
She grabs you by the breastplate and pulls you in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sorry. Knock
it
off.
Public. No.
Knock it off. Where's Nitma?
As far as I know, she's still down south with the orc army. We told her, we told her where Nitma was. We told the right, or at least we told Lyra and her.
And she's not coming back for council meetings?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't go to Krasden.
Well, so I know. I saw you yesterday. We had lunch. The paninis were delightful.
Yes, they were. But I don't know 100% of what's going on. I know Nitma. I mean, you've heard about the orc army. This is a huge issue. So I know Nitma's doing what she can there.
She shows up to her meetings. All right, now I'm fucking worried.
I do know. I think I heard Bagby say something along the line she was going to send a letter to her, telling her what's going on. Yeah, Jack, shut the fuck up, buddy.
Well, be nice to the kitty.
He's a cat, okay? He doesn't understand my words.
Also, the cat's not nice to him, so
Yeah.
Oh, he's pretty nice. Except when he yowls when I'm trying to stream.
And claws the crap out of you. The, Listen, I'll keep an eye out. They've been
the
nice.
Go ahead. Sorry.
They've been nice so far, but you keep an eye out too, okay?
Yeah. For whatever it's worth, I think we can trust Donald and Eris, or Ernest. Sorry. So I'm not foreseeing trouble, but the four of us are going to stay in town.
I took one long look at the cut of Ernest's shirt and immediately trusted her. Wowza, for real. Seriously.
No comment.
Smart man. She gives you a big kiss, then goes back to work.
Hey, I would go back to where Duncan and
a big sort of
Crucible.
She pulls you in kiss because she's way stronger than you.
Not stronger than me, is she?
Probably, actually.
I think we're tied, if I remember right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's okay. I mean, it's not like I resist her when she does it. So. She wins the grapple check, okay?
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
Oh my god, that's how we.
Oh, we have a T-shirt. We have a T-shirt that has a bed with legs and arms sticking out of it, and it says "Roll 20 on the grapple check." And oh yeah, that is problematic. That's slightly problematic. Damn it.
Anyway,
grapple is athletics against acrobatics,
or athletics, your choice,
or your choice. Yes.
Anyway,
yeah,
so I would head back over to where Crucible and Duncan have been T-posing and doing nothing while we had this discussion. And
I've been mending things.
No, I like to think you guys are just staying like this. You haven't said
Actually, Crucible would probably be busy letting people into warehouses because he has the keys to fucking everything in the town.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what's up, Crucible, Duncan?
So I would just go up and relay the conversation.
Okay.
Right.
And let her know that she's not happy Bagby left, but she understands. And I would also kind of tell her what she said about Nitma and how she's worried. And I would confirm with them, like, I heard Bagby say she was going to send a letter, right? Did anyone else hear that?
Aye.
Okay, I can't actually remember if any of us were present when she said that.
I can't either, so good luck.
Okay, sorry, I'm not trying to metagame that. I just don't remember.
We're best friends, so she tells me everything she's going to do.
She told you before she left. There you
Aye.
God, just forever. You're going to regret that. You're really going to regret that, Bagby.
Never regret. No regrets.
You guys do your thing. I have to
Duncan, if you guys are best friends, then how come she didn't ask you to go to Krasden and with her?
Oh, no, she told me that I'd be better to stay here.
No, I meant like when she took myself and Dory.
Oh, she did ask me if I wanted to go, but she thought it would be better if I stayed by.
Right.
So, because I had a lot to process. She's quite smart like that.
All right. Well, you believe what you want. That's for sure.
Joe's head's just whipping back and forth.
I don't know what that means. Fine.
Fight over my friendship. This is what I've been waiting for.
Dance, puppets, dance.
No, Crucible's just jealous. That's all. So, Joe, you didn't feel like there was any issues with it then?
I mean, I don't think Josiah had anything to do with it.
All right. So if these groups were brought in on purpose, then it's got to be by somebody else's directive. Then
what connection would Sombra and the Elven Kingdom have, though, where they would both be working together to do something nefarious?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
But of course, there's a lot of council things going on that we don't know about.
I mean, I agree with you. We should stay vigilant.
Just stay vigilant. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Maybe, I suppose we could all go easy on the alcohol. Duncan.
What? Not the one who was eating every mushroom in sight.
Is this familiar at all, Duncan?
I haven't done that in a while. Been busy with other things.
You know what else you haven't done in a while? That is a real tangible thing your character should do every fucking game from this point moving forward.
No, I'm getting ready to, but you were pissing or something?
I'll piss in your fucking Cheerios.
I'd like to go to the water's edge. Like right on a dock or something.
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of them.
I'm a bit careful though, because I don't know if I'm already not allowed to go in the water, if it's going to be later. So I just go up to the end of the dock. So, Lady Umberly then, Grands, at your grace.
There you go.
May you watch my back and my front and be good to not just me, but my friends. May the wind fill their sails and always be headed into the sun.
Laura.
I love you, Grands. I'd like to go fishing and maybe get something nice for people to eat.
Okay.
So, Grands, is it all right if I get in the water then? So I jump in the water.
Okay. I'd like you to roll an athletics check.
I would love the idea that she communicates with you by slapping you in the face with fish. Like, you go, is it all right if I get in the water and a fish just jumps out of the water?
Actually, you know what? An acrobatics check. Roll an acrobatics check.
19 then.
19?
Aye.
Okay. Well, you don't get injured when a pool of water throws your ass back on the dock.
Right. Okay then. Right. Okay. Thanks. Guess I'll go back to town then. Well, now I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Duncan, how'd that work out for you?
Not so well. Not so well. Thought I'd try it, you know. But yeah.
Well, we got to figure something out for you. We got to get this figured out for you.
Right, right. She's quite serious about all that.
So you guys, 2 weeks ago, you guys landed on finding out if he killed Duncan's mom, right? And seeing if you could get him executed. That sound right?
Aye.
So we want to try to get him to confess.
So Crucible. And all those papers he got, you know, about the right. Was there anything about me in there?
Yeah, there was definitely something about you in there.
Was there anything about me down there?
Did we go over that last week?
We
did. Do you remember
he was
exactly?
seen dumping a body. Is what it said.
Yeah. Duncan, it didn't get too much into detail about it, but it did talk about your dad. Talking about the problems that he's had over the years. And everything does point towards him having been responsible for your mother's death.
What about something, you know, specifically? Is there a witness or anything? Like a name?
There was a witness. His name was listed.
Okay. You know what? We should all sit down and go through these notes again. But yeah. Yes, Duncan, someone did see him with a body.
We got to find that name then.
Yeah.
Find that person.
You have the name.
We do have the name.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know because I watched the episode, but I didn't. But Duncan doesn't.
No. And At this point, the person in charge of Crucible doesn't remember that name either.
Is this why I have Captain Lenley Hurst in my notes?
Yes, did I put it in chat? Did I put it into Krasden?
You did.
Like the smart person.
But we have some dumbass that keeps posting pictures of hot dogs with spaghetti stuck in it.
You're a fucking animal. Knock it off.
Captain Lenley Hurst. His ship is the Cerberus, and it sails out of Aura. Says the metagame pigeon.
The metagame pigeon. Well, kind of going along with that theme, as you guys are talking about this, Joe quietly goes, so I can't make someone tell the truth, but I can make it so they can't lie in an area. If we find that guy, I can guarantee he'll tell the truth.
So Duncan, this guy, he's a captain. And with you being out on the water all the time, maybe you've encountered him yourself. His name's Captain
That's
Lenley
actually
Hurst.
very interesting. Go ahead and roll history, Duncan. I hadn't thought of that, but
13.
Name sounds familiar. You can't quite place it.
It does sound familiar.
He's the captain of a ship called Cerberus.
Roll for Cerberus. Never heard of it.
Got nothing there.
No idea.
Aye. Well, I've got to do something then. To see if I can find this person.
Okay.
Cut to
Ori.
Yep.
Let me get a picture of Norm.
Yep. Gotta get Norm back up there.
There's so many. We're doing so many cut-tos. There's so many motherfuckers.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
All right. Oh. Thank you, Laura. That's better, man. The camera shot for the scene, by the way, is that 70s show style where it's in the middle and it keeps rotating between the two.
Of course, is.
I liked when he was talking to his parents and the wall was moving behind him all the time.
I just kind of like look at this pipe in my hands and I'm like, that's out of frame, by the way. I'm just sitting there because the camera can't actually show product.
Right, TV.
But I'm just like kind of looking down like, normally I get calmed down in these kind of situations, but man, it's just not doing it for me today. There's so much stress.
I get it, buddy. You're just worried about your old man. But since we got an all back, we're all good, bruh.
Well, that actually is a great weight off of my mind. And that's good. That's good to have the one thing off of there because we're kind of dealing with potentially the end of the world, and our only key to figuring out what's going on, possibly getting never recovering their memory or getting arrested right here and now.
Oh, that's heavy. What are we talking about? Who?
Any ho-hos, bro?
He takes out a Taco Bell taco.
You know, you know what? I feel like I can vent about this because, you know, you're probably not going to remember, and even if you know, even if you do remember, I doubt you'll narc. So, we found Adris here, severely.
Whoa.
I know, crazy, right? I was like, whoa. We were like here for completely unrelated reasons, and then boom, he's here, and he's not like we thought, oh, this guy's evil, he's going to be initiating these attacks on the city. But no, it was like he was there and injured and bleeding out on the floor, like all slashed up by that
Oh,
shadow beast
man.
thing that I haven't even gotten a chance to tell you about. And he's like all bleeding on the floor, and we couldn't get everything fixed, and we had to use holy water to take off the spell that kept us from being able to heal him. And then we patched him all up as best we could, but he had so many brain injuries from apparently being possessed for like I don't
His
know how many.
brain?
Yeah, his brain was all like bleeding and had all these tumors in it, and we got a brain surgeon. I know, like somebody,
What
a
even is
doctor
that?
works. Yeah, I know, right? And we got him from like down underground, right? Like from this like university down underground where they like learn all kinds of like they called it neuroscience stuff, and he came up and he like took all the stuff out that was bleeding and stuff, and it was like whoa, that was cool. And we like helped heal, and we could see the brains and stuff, and it was really gross. And then everything got patched up, and we're waiting for him to wake up, and we're really hoping that taking care of all that will help him get his memory back, because if he doesn't, we have to use this she shell that we got from Umberly, which by the way we found out that Umberly is Duncan's grandma.
Oh,
So
I knew that, but yeah.
of course that's not the part you're surprised about. Anyway, like the only other way to get his memory back is if we like use the seashell, but then he's like bound to the bitch gad of the sea forever.
Wait, did Duncan not know that? Oh, I owe Duncan an apology. Oh,
Yeah, you know what?
no.
You probably do. Honestly, I'm not sure if he would be super. It's all very fresh. I'm not sure if he would be super psyched to hear that you knew the whole time.
Oh, man. Brain surgery. And you have an emotional connection to the person on the table. Grey's Anatomy was right. Being a doctor's hard.
Yeah, that's right. It never gets any easier.
Taco Bell and Grey's Anatomy.
Was that the name of the anatomy book you had?
And strangely enough, both of them upset my stomach.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk to your dog about?
That's essentially it. I just kind of word vomited everything that's happened to us recently, knowing that, you know, even if he remembers, he's not going to tell anybody.
He would. Oh, well, there's one other thing.
But I'm like worried, you know, because like the elves, they wanted to arrest him and have him like locked up and put on trial because he's implicated in all these really bad things, including, you know, the murder of Hollowell out in the wilds.
Whoa,
And
he murdered Hollowell?
they saw him leaving. Someone somewhere reported him leaving the scene, which
Whoa.
maybe it was him, maybe he just happened to be there.
No. Do they have corroborating evidence that isn't witness testimony? Because witnesses can be easily swayed. Don't trust the cops, man. They'll make up whatever.
Right, I know. I get it. They planted the stuff on you every time. So, uh, the details on that are kind of fuzzy for me. I couldn't remember what evidence they really had. I
You know
thought it was
what? Me too.
slap bass outro.
Yeah. Okay. Aranis finds a Duncan. Actually,
Duncan.
probably Duncan or Crucible. Let's do Crucible. Aranis finds a Crucible. Hey, Crucible.
How do you do, madam?
I'm good. You're the local constabliere, yes?
That is correct.
Where can a young princess take a minute to drink way too much?
Yeah, normally I'd be a little concerned here, but we've got a fine tavern in town here.
And maybe tell a nice warforged a really shitty story.
So you're looking for a little privacy then?
Yeah, yeah. Is Bagby here, by the way? I feel like...
Unfortunately, Bagby is not here. She went off on business. She has to take care of some things for Nitma.
Oh, I've met Nitma. She's weirdly intimidating.
Yes, I think Weirdly's even putting it kind of... I mean, you got the kid gloves on there.
I'm a diplomat, of course.
So, look. I mean, we can head on over to the tavern here. And I mean, they've got areas cordoned off there. I mean, we can get enough privacy if you do need to talk.
There's an elf worker comes up behind her. Princess, we have some matters that you're looking into. Yes. I'll be right with you. Dinner. Crucible. Would be lovely.
I will see you there at dusk.
She holds your shoulder, pulls you close, and kisses you on the cheek. Something fucking fried. They don't fry anything back home.
That's the reason she keeps moonlighting. It's because she likes the bar food.
Human food is amazing!
I mean, most of the best food I've had has been made by humans.
Crucible.
Excellent point, Phil.
Crucible. You didn't notice it at the time, but roll perception. You need to get at least a 10.
16.
She walks away, and as she kissed you, you didn't quite notice because you were distracted.
Because nobody does that to a Warforged.
Also, yeah, it's just a strange thing for Crucible to run into.
Bizarre.
In your hand is a piece of chalk attached to a very elaborate rock thing.
would I recognize what this is?
You may roll history or... Yeah, roll history. History or perception, whichever you believe would be a better thing for you.
Well, perception is a better thing for me because I have modifications for that. 26.
The symbol, if you remember, Tayanel was covered in tattoos when he disrobed. There's a symbol on his chest that is exactly this thing. It is a sphere with pinnacles coming out from it, with a spiral in the middle of the sphere.
So that symbol is on it? Or that's...
It is it.
It is it.
Yeah. Just Def, not just the logo of his band in college, right? I mean, he got a lot of tattoos when he was younger. Def Leppard cover band, weird. But yeah, you run your thumb across the chalk, and it's definitely just chalk, too. Big chunk of chalk.
All right. Well, I put it in my bag.
You didn't notice her do it, by the way.
Right.
But give this to you.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else need to do anything? Have anything they want to specifically do? Bigby.
Yes.
Bigby.
You've made it to Krasden.
Okay, I didn't have to bribe my friend to drive me in the light rail.
No. No, that he took you willingly.
Good.
And he remembers that you're best friends.
Yeah. I go straight to the council chambers, Nitma's council chambers.
It's not far. Yes. Nitma's specific office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I haven't gotten any kind of letter back since I stamped the one.
No.
Okay. That worries me a little bit, but don't remember what the helpers' names were. I feel bad.
Lacey.
I wanted to say Lindy, and I knew that was wrong, but that was close.
How does Lindy fall under goblin naming scheme?
I don't know, like Linds?
You know the goblin naming scheme.
Yes, I know. I'm aware. Lacey.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have returned.
Oh.
Join me in Nitma's chambers and debrief me on everything that has been happening.
Absolutely. You have paperwork.
I don't doubt it. I will stamp while you talk.
Roll perception while you're in there. She's giving you the full rundown. She lets you know that they again tried to move the meeting, the council meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it didn't work. Axum is back in town. He swung by earlier in the day and was pretty disappointed that Nitma wasn't around still. To the point of cursing.
We should send a missive. Invite him for dinner.
Yes, mistress. There is there was also a point added to the meeting tomorrow of importance.
Lay it on me.
It's a vote to move forward with Axum's plan. And it was presented by Councilman Dulce, not Axum.
Well, I don't love that.
All intel currently states that Dulce has, for one reason or another, decided to go with his plan.
I would like to roll an insight check to see if I feel like she's leaving anything out.
Go ahead.
I didn't notice anything with my perception check either. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
12.
She seems cagey, but I don't know.
Listen, Lacey, I know you don't know me very well. But I have
Let me
seen
stop you. You're not Nitma.
Mm-hmm.
And she believes in you, and I agree with that, but you don't know the things she knows, and you don't know how it works here, and you don't know what those people are like. So before you,
I need your help.
And I promise you I am helping. But until you figure things out, your job is to just fight Dulce every time you go into that place, okay?
I was planning on doing that from the get-go. I kind of hate his ass. I think he tried to kill me.
We also think he tried to kill you.
So if worse comes to worst, I will literally kick his ass.
No, you won't. You will not. Do you want a civil war in this town? This is what I'm talking about. Do you think your grandmother doesn't want to kick his ass every time? Do you don't think she couldn't? That's not how it works. You don't know how this works. You
then
shouldn't be.
Teach me. We have a day.
I don't have time to teach you. I should be in there, not you. You don't know. You're not ready. They're master manipulators, every last one of them. And they have... My whole job is to run point for managers of spies. I don't even talk to the spies. I talk to the managers. People that haven't seen the field in ages. I can't run you through all of the things happening. We don't have the time, and I'm not talking about staying up all night with coffee. I don't even know all the secrets, Bagby. Do you understand that? Your grandmother has all of it. We don't. And you sure as hell don't. This takes time, and she knew it, and she dropped you in anyway, and it's not fair. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to anybody working here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you done?
Yes. I will tender my resignation.
Bagby takes a deep breath and says, I may not know the secrets, but I know how to get what I want out of people. I knew you were hiding something. I knew you were not being completely honest with me. I knew exactly what to say to push your buttons to get you to unleash all of that. I can take a verbal beating. I can take a verbal lashing. I can take a literal beating. But I know what buttons to push to get the information that I want. I may not be ready.
But
I may not have the information. You are not talking right now. It is my turn. And this is why I will do this. And you will help me. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now go do your fucking job. And she goes to the desk and starts stamping and starts looking through Nitma's things.
She leaves. And she comes back with a box full of papers. You better be ready to not sleep. And she starts word vomiting.
Bagby's used to word vomit.
Let's roll perception. That feels like the ability to pay attention for prolonged periods. Actually, let's roll... God, what is that? Would that be wisdom or constitution? If we had to guess.
I would say wisdom for like mental agility, constitution,
sure. Wisdom.
physical.
You could always
Wisdom.
split it into 2 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea, actually. Let's do both.
Okay.
Because she's speaking very quickly because there's a lot to go through.
Constitution is a 9, so I definitely yawn.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom is a 22.
There's a lot of coffee ingested for Bagby.
So probably actually the constitution is more her getting jittery and just like pacing and
Word vomit turns into actual vomit, and somehow it hits Joe.
I'm taking it
It's
in. I am understanding everything you are saying to me, but I'm really, really tired and I have to just keep pacing. So keep talking while I walk around the room and just shake it out. I'm going to shake it out. I might punch a wall or two. Don't be afraid. I'm listening. I'm taking it in. I'm
Can you stop?
Nope.
So I can go? God. Basically what she goes through is a known list of... She gives you a lot of timeline of what Dulce's been up to. Nitma's not trusted Dulce in quite some time. She has proof of him hiring a guild member to kill you. She tells you you cannot use that in council. It will not work. She merely told you this so that you're aware that he is never going to be on your side.
Mm-hmm.
She goes through a list of known associates. She goes through Axum's full plan. And that's mostly out there. Axum's not somebody to hide things. She goes through a list of the other council members and who is definitely definitely on your side, definitely not on your side, and then swing votes and where they're likely to go. She goes through a run of the city, and it sounds like it's useless economic facts at first until she reveals that the point of all these useless economic facts is that Krasden is getting a decent amount of pressure from the nearby Dwarven Tigers to expand its... to give up more of... to more openly trade the scientific advancements that they have made. Everything up till now has been, if you give us something, we'll give you something. They're getting a decent amount of pressure that you give us what you have, or you're no longer part of the community.
Okay.
And that is part of, and that in that is part of the pressure Axum is feeling to solve this problem in the Underdark with Baphomet. Because if they get cut off from the other Tigers, and the threat in the Underdark is real, there will be no backup. And the pushback to give the secrets away to the other Tigers is, Nitma included, basically unanimous no. We're not giving you everything for nothing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's very long-winded. It's very intricate on all of these facts, but these are the things you'll actually need to know. Okay?
Mm-hmm. And remind me what Axum's plan was. He wants to... He essentially wants to take over Adinagard, doesn't he?
He will use the crutches under Adinagard to invade the city from within. There will be no defense, because they will come up through the fucking streets, inside of the walls, inside of the castle, and there will be nothing that they... Because the dwarves... Axum somehow got a hold of the map you guys wanted for the under part of Adinagard.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows it wouldn't even take the full army he has. It would take less than a day. It would take a very small grouping, and he would have the whole city, and there'd be nothing they could do about it. The only alternative for Adinagard is if the Great March sieged its own castle, and there's no way in hell.
Okay. Does Axum show up at any point in time? Because I asked her to send him.
Yes, he shows up late, well after dinner, but he does bring food.
Good. This can soak up some of the coffee.
Oh, goblins shouldn't drink coffee.
No, we should not. I have learned that right now.
That means...
So hi, I am not Nitma.
You're not.
And I deeply apologize for that. Lacey has done a wonderful job of filling me in.
Lacey always does. The answer's no, Axum. It's inappropriate.
Oh. Tuck that one away. So Nitma is in, as far as I'm aware, the south.
Aye, with the orc armies. And Danae, worry. I consider that a real threat as well.
But that's why she hasn't been here. The threat is literally on the doorstep.
I know. I have... He sits down in a chair, pulls out his pipe. Do you mind?
Not at all.
Ugh, my hip. Ugh. He starts packing the pipe. I trust you. The way your grandma trusts you. You know what I want to do, I'm assuming. I've kept no secret.
I know of your plan. I may not agree with it, but I know of it.
This meeting. It was for me, originally, to announce I was to push my plan back some days. To put it on the back burner, but have it as a last resort. When I heard of your orc problems up top, I read your grandma's full report. And we have a report of a tag from the south. They've played nice with our kind, Underdark. Dwarves and orcs. Drow, even. I do not want to be sitting in that castle if they come running through.
That is a real consideration. While the warlord is rampaging across the continent, the only safe place is underground. And if we make our stance above ground, we put ourselves and our entire nation in danger.
Aye, and I agree. That's why originally I planned to go to the council and say that until further notice, I will not be following through.
But Dulce.
But Dulce.
You've known him longer than I. How do we handle him?
He is convinced that it's necessary. He has convinced the rest, 4 others, that it is necessary. And he has convinced them that I have lost my nerve. For fear of the Helmies. Me, for fear. I stay away too long, and I am not good at being in their ears. Make note, Bagby, if they vote, I follow through, I will. It is a plan that could work. Will work against the human kingdom and might withstand versus the orcs.
I've seen them. I've seen the orcs firsthand. I have no doubts in your ability to train our warriors, but they will cut us down.
It has little to do with that. The idea is that their courtesy and their friendliness to our kind will extend to us above ground. That is what Dulce has led this all on. He has an orc emissary, I believe. False. But he has a claimed emissary speaking for him, claiming it will all be fine.
I've spoken with the speaker for the War King. They care not who they are attacking. They care not the innocent lives that they are taking. It is simply their mission to continue moving until they find death. The literal god of death. I'm not kidding you, the literal god of death.
I have heard similar reports. You cannot fight fanaticism. Even amongst my own ranks, I cannot fight fanaticism. I am with you, Bagby. But that does not change what so many on the council think. We need proof. That's why I come to your grandmother, and I guess now to you. I have no skill in subterfuge, and I cannot attack Dulce. Not without my house falling, what little is left. I need the spy queen. We need to undermine this emissary, and we have but a day. I know from my people where he stays. It's a side house owned by Dulce. Heavily guarded. On the edge of the city, near the lava wall. None of my men would fit in. But they have comings and goings of surface dwellers on regular basis. I assumed Nitma could help.
So it would not be unexpected to see, say, a human, a half-elf.
You mean the Rite of Protection wandering around Krasden? Maybe they'd see that coming. But
surface dwellers.
But if you could disguise in some way an illusion or wigs or some, I want to hit him with a fucking hammer so fucking bad. I can't believe it.
This... You know he's trying to have someone kill me, right?
Your grandmother told me. And
why is he going to shit a brick when he sees me walking?
He does not stay with his emissary.
No, I mean to, like, the council.
You have 15 hours, Bagby.
Lacey, I need our fastest messenger to go to Krasden and bring me my friends.
Does the messenger need to be trained in the dance, my lady?
Man, they're pretty used to me up there now. I think they probably have got on. We're not idiots.
Weird. Okay.
If they go into the Spirit of Mara entrance, the keeper will know what to do. She is used to us.
We will have it done. Absolutely. She leaves the room.
In the meantime, Axum, I need to know entrances, anything that you know about the building, and if you have information on the swing vote council members and what could bend their ear in our direction. I may not be as charming as Nitma, but I have my ways.
He very uncomfortably gets up from the chair. Aye. Goblin chair's too fucking short. I'm working on 2 of them as we speak. Well, I'm talking to one of them and working on the other one's nephew. But I'll hand you the names of the last two. Stubborn fox. Pickin of the Steam group. Their families run the old forges for generation. Too much money to bribe. And a descendant. There's no talking to the last. They go by Gala Forge now. First name Dared. His family comes from the north. He's a dwarf. He claims descendant of Gorm. Yeah, there's not much speaking. But you do your best, Bagby.
If there's information that can turn that emissary, we'll get it.
I do not care if you have to pull his fucking fingers off.
I prefer to break them individually.
He walks closer to you. That is what I want to hear. It's merciless at the top here, Bagby. And I know of your grandma's wishes for your future. You should know. Buckets of blood is what awaits. Do your best. And he starts to walk off.
If we succeed tomorrow, I want to sit down and speak of a new plan.
If we succeed tomorrow, I'll give you the chance to try.
I'll take what I can get.
You see him hobble down the stairs. Fucking stairs. God damn it.
Have you tried acupuncture?
Bullshit doesn't work on anyone. It's all fucking placebo effect.
Oh, deep down, I really want to help fix his poor hip.
He could just get it fixed. He's just stubborn and shitty. All right, back up top. Unless you have something else to do, Bagby.
No, she's just going to continue stamping things and really hope that her friends show up. But she's going to read the things she's stamping. She's not going to just blindly stamp them.
It's a lot of pretty normal stuff. Agree to have this. Give this builder's license. Give this no shit you got to do for a town that isn't interesting. Give this person wants to renovate their business. This person wants to. This group of people want to change the street, and it'll cost this much. It's, you know what I mean. It's really, really boring stuff. On top of all,
she'll probably read 4 or 5 of them and then just start stamping.
Yeah. I mean, on top of all the interesting shit Nitma gets to do, she also, it's a city council. Yeah. All right, back up top. It's dinner time. And the Mara's full.
So what are they serving then? Are they serving whatever that was I didn't recognize?
Yes. And it is...
What's it smell like?
Fuck's accent there.
It's long pig. It's delicious.
Zambezi feast.
It's there's a meat. They let you know that it is a Feywild's elk, similar to the ones that they rode in on, is the meat.
Oh, we're eating horse. Nice.
Kind of, yeah. Lean, but fine. The be same as eating like bison or something like that. Little gamey, lean, but get you there. The rest are fruits and vegetables from the Feywilds that have been deemed appropriate for human consumption. The actually wouldn't be all that. It wouldn't taste all. It might look a little different, but it wouldn't taste all that different than any normal meal you'd have.
Did anyone else notice how Jack managed to hit me in the face with his tail like 36 times in the space of 5 seconds?
That's because you're an asshole, Dad, and he'll kick your ass every time. Just start it.
Shut up, Dad. Old man. Anyway.
Crucible, where are you? Because you have a meeting.
Yeah, I do have a meeting. I said that I would meet her at dusk at the Mara.
Okay. Inside the Mara, where are you at?
Well, you just said it was packed. I was hopefully trying to find a place that was rather secluded within the Mara.
You could have that same sort of back table that the old right used, if you remember back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit of Mara, floor 1. Let me go ahead and pull that back up. What the actual fuck just happened there? There, okay. Okay, and let's pull that up. All right, so, son of a bitch. Here's the Mara, first floor. This back table right here is generally Lyra keeps for herself or people working. Lyra, Tira, Bagby would probably eat in the middle of her shift there and stuff like that. So that table would be free for more interesting business. Okay?
Yes, that's where I would like to be.
Okay. Ernest walks in and finds you. All the elves that came with her that happen to be here right now stand up the moment she walks in, bows as she crosses. She's wearing something a little more realistic at this point. The grand entrance has subsided and she has decided to wear clothes. She walks up in not a giant dress, pants, half leathered armor, you know what I mean? And sits alongside. Crucible, hi. Is anybody there with Crucible? Did you tell anybody, Crucible?
I did not tell anybody.
Okay.
I mean, this is
in private, but
okay.
This is like the social gathering time, right, of the night?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I wouldn't be intruding on Crucible's meeting, but I probably would be in the Mara.
Okay. You can roll perception if you'd like to see what's happening.
No.
Okay.
No. It's okay.
I mean, you'd probably see her enter based on the reaction of a third of the people in the bar, but.
And I'd be very carefully not looking at her.
Okay. Because Josiah will break both of your legs. The Duncan and Ori, that also applies to you if you're interested.
at the bar, just eating if I can. It's right at the bar there, just trying it.
Are you? I'll ask you a question. Are you trying to kiss back up to Tira or not?
I feel like that bit of my life is gone. So I'm nice to her, of course, because she's a friend of mine.
Okay.
But I'm not like, I've experienced the world a bit more.
You've moved on to the new hotness. I gotcha.
Right. There are other things out there now that I'm like, oh, I like that one very much over there. And I kind of think I have a girlfriend now. It's like, oh, it's awkward, but I feel like that. So.
Oh, you definitely don't have a girlfriend. That's awkward. Ori.
Assuming I retain my cognitive faculties, my thought would probably be to return to the Mara to make sure there are guards in town now. Those guards would need somewhere to eat. I would be concerned about guards snooping around upstairs.
Well,
I feel like I wouldn't be able to go upstairs without drawing attention to myself.
I'll tell you right now, if you think you're going to get Norm to not go have dinner at the Mara, you're out of your fucking mind.
I thought he summoned Taco Bell.
When have you not seen him eat? It's like Brad Pitt in any scene in any movie he's ever been in.
Fine.
He's got a metabolism like crazy.
So, right, I would take my father to eat at the Mara, and I would keep an eye making sure that people aren't snooping around upstairs. Unless I'm super fucking baked out of my skull, in which case, well,
you may roll a con check.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Tolerance.
I mean, you're baked, but you're fine. All right. Crucible, go ahead.
Well, I wish that I could recommend some food here, but unfortunately, I don't eat. I can't taste things.
Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's just the way I was made. The good thing about it is, I don't have to worry about, food poisoning.
Do you wish you could?
Sometimes. It's interesting to watch the faces of people when they taste things for the first time or they experience something that they just enjoy immensely. Something that I don't miss, though, is the effects of alcohol. I bring in too many people into the jail after a night out here. It's just not a good thing. I'm getting sick, everything else.
Like that guy over there? Steve's on the floor.
Yeah, it's Steve. Yeah, I think Steve spends more time at the jail than he does in his own home.
How has Steve not built up a tolerance at this point?
Well, isn't it easier to get drunk when you're an alcoholic?
No, unless your liver's failing.
Yeah, there's a drop off, I think.
If your liver's failing, yeah. But otherwise, no.
All right, well, he's just drunk. I don't care.
Okay, fair enough. He started drinking real early today.
He started awake, really drinking today.
But it's fun to watch the people have fun. Up to a certain point.
Yeah.
But don't let that stop you. I mean, you're here to have to get your mind off things a little bit.
I feel inappropriate. I thought your kind could eat. That's why I said what
I
said.
I've got no problem being around people who do.
Okay.
Now I hear people say really good things about the fried pork here.
Okay. Do you know if the wine's good?
The wine? I really don't know. I really have no clue.
Okay.
I mean, people drink it.
Tira comes by and she orders, whatever's easiest. Which immediately means that swill in that barrel that.
Ooh,
and Crucible cannot. Crucible cannot stop her.
You do not want whatever's easiest. That's what Steve drinks over there. You don't want that.
Whatever's hardest. Wait, no.
You have wine.
I'll have wine.
Wine.
She gets delivered because they come in barrels, she gets delivered a pitcher of wine. A pitcher, yeah.
I'm sure she's got a great constitution.
She doesn't. I have her stats up.
Oh my.
Nope.
Well, actually, yeah, it's pretty good.
And when we spoke earlier, you said you wanted to tell me something, and
yeah,
I do have a question for you before you begin.
No, it's not yeah, please.
Is this information just for me, or is it for?
It's not supposed to be for anybody. But I'm not going to do this if the town wouldn't benefit from it. And you're the law, so I thought I'd ask you.
Well, in full disclosure, I have to tell you that most likely I will share this information with the right.
And I understand. Tayanel gave me orders. He, after hearing of the previous 2 attacks and then the most recent one, he came to me and said that the city underneath cannot be taken by any means, and he knows that they can protect themselves. But just in case I was to provide easy passage for him here. Very hypocritically, he wants me to make a door. A door large enough for the armies of the Elderwood to come through. Duncan's so close to the camera.
Where's this door supposed to lead to?
It goes from a military-only section of the castle, our castle, to here in the church. You have a church to the moon in your town. It provides easy passage for the king. With a few simple, well-hidden markings. I should note, I'm warning you because Father always has motives. But he does, I think, want to help. He would not have let Norm come or me. Or maybe it's just manipulation, I don't know. I don't know him the way I should. But I believe he has righteous intentions.
What do you believe Tay and all's intentions are?
To protect Krasden if you can. And maybe even if you can.
I assume this is why we're seeing more, let's say, military forces than trade skilled laborers here to help us.
Part of them are my personal guard, but yes, there are extra here. Part of his deal with me coming was that I had plenty of babysitters.
So along with the possibility of just using Krasden as a gateway, what are the possibilities of anyone trying to simply take over Krasden?
He hasn't said anything to that manner, but quite frankly, he wants very little to do with your world most days. But I can't rule it out. And he wouldn't tell me if that was the plan.
And where do you feel his loyalty lies?
To himself. To me. He has no love for your kingdom anymore. The Edenians, they ruined his trust. Well, a long time ago in your years, but very briefly ago in his. I can't tell you the right thing to say here, Crucible. I just hope you know, 'cause I don't. And he'll punish me for not doing what he says, and maybe he'll send someone else, but I'll live. I'm still the princess. If you say no, I won't. I just wanted to be honest with you, because you all were honest with me and were honest with him. And I don't know. I don't know him that well, but I know him better than to blindly do what he says.
Well, I do appreciate you taking the time to have these words with me. In your opinion, how do you feel we should proceed?
In my opinion, your city's burned 3 times in a month. Your townsfolk would rather be nomads than live here. If my father comes and occupies your city, at least he won't enslave them or burn their homes. He has our people on a short leash, but they still have enough of a leash to breathe. I'm going to drink more wine. And then I'm going to sing. And in the morning, I'm going to leave. So before the sun rises, I need a decision from you. Thank you. And I'm sorry to put you in this situation.
Again, I appreciate you taking the time and it's a risk to tell me. And I guarantee you that after I share this information with the right, that no one will know where that information came from.
Thank you. But my father's not stupid.
Agreed.
He probably knew I was going to tell you. I just wanted to anyway.
Well, take the rest of this evening and let it ease your mind. Enjoy your wine, enjoy your food.
Is this what human wine tastes like? Because it's like kind of not great.
I don't know what it tastes like.
Oh, right. Well,
perhaps we could find something better for you.
When in Adina Guard. All right. Anybody else want to do anything? Bagby, you may return. Oh, wait. No, you're...
No, I sent a messenger.
You sent a messenger. Mm-hmm. Roll perception, Duncan and Joe.
Oh, 16. Not bad.
18.
Both of you are sitting at the bar. That's why I picked you, because you previously said you were sitting at the bar. From peeking out from the kitchen, you see a little green head look directly at you. It's not Bagby. And it motions for you to join it in the kitchen. And then the door closes.
Did you see that, Duncan?
What was it, Bagby?
It wasn't. We better go, though.
See what?
I think we both just saw a goblin.
Oh, is Bagby back?
No, it wasn't Bagby.
It's all right. You can stay here.
Yeah, we'll come talk to you. We'll tell you what it is.
Okay. Oh.
I'll head back to the kitchen then.
Kira, Tara, Lyra, Tara. More elf meat, please.
Oh, God.
Elk. Is she gonna be all right?
Elk, dear. Elk.
It's stag, which is, I think, different from elk.
Phil, the joke was elk and elf are very close.
Oh, she's gonna be all right. She's had quite a bit of the drink then.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
She's
lived this long.
She's had a
and
long
she's
couple of days.
Yeah. This is not the most she's drank in her life, for sure.
Yeah, you get back there, and Lyra is leaning against one of the counters, staring at a goblin who is standing at attention. Is this one of your... I don't know this one.
Would to assume so.
Apologize, I don't know this goblin either.
What's up then?
Bows very deeply, gets on one knee, and bows in front of you. Members of the right, I have been sent with a missive. For your eyes only. He stares up at Lyra. Oh, for fuck you! I used to be in it.
You used to be what? Just stand up then. Don't get up. That's awkward. Stand up.
Learn a goddamn history lesson. She grabs a towel and throws it over her shoulder, starts cooking again. Bagby, what specifically, what did you want them to know?
It probably would have said something along the lines of, I need help. I have 15 hours to break into a house. I need help. Come to Krasden, please. Love, Bagby.
And I'm supposed to do this.
It doesn't feel right anymore. It feels racist. So please don't do that again.
Right. Good. I'm glad they made me do that.
Bagby 100% did not tell him to do that. That was someone.
That was Lacey being a dick.
You want something to eat before you head back to town?
Helmy food. Pass.
Okay. Well, fine. Have a good one then.
Tell her we're on our way.
Aye. When should I note your arrival?
I look at Joe.
I just need to tell Josiah, and we need to figure out what we're gonna do with, who upstairs. We can. Let me go get her.
Do you not have time here? I'm just. God damn. Fucking Helmies.
We'll just be there as soon as we can. Go.
Fine. He disappears behind a cupboard.
As I'm walking out of the kitchen, I go, I like Bagby a lot more than that.
Right? Bit of a cunt, wasn't he?
Oh, hard C word.
Oh, wow. Man.
So I would go grab Josiah and bring her back into the kitchen.
Lyra wouldn't be cool with us doing a hey, Lyra. I swear to fucking Christ, if either one of you, I know I run an inn, either one of you in the inn, I will kill you.
What if we buy a room?
No.
What if we pay for the subsequent property damage to the room?
She slams down a cleaver. What did I fucking say?
Okay, anyway, important stuff. Sorry. So I wanted to let you two know, we just got a message from Bagby saying that she needs us to go to Krasden immediately.
Your first missive, and it comes from Bagby. Delightful.
I gathered.
Lyra, Josiah,
while he's doing that.
You know you gotta let him go. Fine. But you can't leave Krasden, okay?
Okay.
I think the ward spell still works there. I think. I don't know. Ask Nitma.
There's no way those letters can be intercepted or anything, right? That you send?
I don't think so. Oh, God. That
I just had
gives me a brand new nightmare.
I just had a bad idea now that you said, when you said that, ask Nitma, I thought about sending her a letter, and then I immediately thought, can those letters be intercepted?
I mean, no. My understanding is that they just go to who you send them to. like immediately.
Maybe we shouldn't put anything too important in them for a while.
Well, dude, that's too fucking late. All of everything I've ever sent anyone in the past 19 fucking years. What? Oh.
I know you got a lot on your plate, Lyra. Could I get a sandwich to go, though?
Tyr walks back in. We need 4 more plates. Shut your little fucking mouth. No sandwich. Make it your goddamn self. Ah!
Okay, I would start making 2 sandwiches. You know what? I would make 3 sandwiches. One for Lyra and Josiah, and one for myself.
I can make your sandwich, baby.
Okay.
It's just getting weird.
She takes out.
Yeah, baby, I can make you a sandwich.
I'm gonna butter your bread.
She takes out a big ass hand. She takes out a big ass hand axe and cuts bread.
Senator.
It's not going to be cut even. I promise you.
That's all right. Rough cut bread is fine.
Okay.
Rough cut, slightly bloody bread is fine.
All right. So go to Ori and Crucible.
Right. I've gathered them up while he was talking with everyone.
Okay. Crucible. You're still muted, bud.
I don't know. I guess I would be surprised by just being randomly approached by Duncan while I'm high as fuck getting food with my dad. But yeah.
All right,
Bagby needs us. We've got to go.
Okay.
Kiddo.
Yeah, what's up?
Bagby needs you underground, yeah?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
There's one important thing I need to ask you before you go.
Okay.
Are you gonna eat the rest of your steak fries?
No, have at it.
Cool.
Hey, if you remember this, don't let the elves take Idris.
Don't let the elves take Airness. Well, that seems
No.
Idris, he's gonna be under arrest. What are you talking about? I got it. It's fine.
We still need what's in that noggin before he goes anywhere.
I heard you. I respect you, and I have acknowledged what you have said.
Is it a bad idea to have your dad just take us there? I mean, is he too high to drive?
Oh, no, I'm good. Let's go.
This is gonna go poorly. Sure. This is fine.
I haven't been down there in
Why are you
ages.
volunteering for this method? You throw up every time.
Bagby needs us. We've got to get there quick. I'll grab Crucible.
Josiah walks back out with the sandwiches right next to Norm. I haven't been to the Goblin City Krasden in... Oh, God! Oh, my arm! I think my arm's broken. Oh! Okay, Crucible. Duncan comes and gets you.
Bagby needs us. Down in Krasden. I think Norm's going to take us there.
So we got to do that little teleporty thing again?
Hey,
fuck me.
We're in a bit of a hurry.
All right. Well, I've got some information for the rest of you, too, so...
I am sober as fuck instantly. Oh.
What a shame.
Oh, yeah, the people up here don't know about that city, and we have to keep it that way.
That's definitely a bone bruise. Fuck you, Josiah. God damn it.
You can tell us when we get there so Bagby knows too. Let's go.
Right. Let's go.
That lowers your timeline significantly, Crucible. Bagby's working on 15 hours. If you have to be back by sunup. You remember, she needs an answer by sunup. You might not have time to go through it with everybody.
I can tell him as we're traveling.
Okay. You got to make sure you're back in time or she's going to do it no matter what. Okay.
I got Norm.
All right. Oh, gee. All right. I guess we'll do this upstairs so I don't get punched. That's needlessly aggressive, Josiah.
This aggression will not stand, man.
I look at Ori. Really? It won't?
I don't know where that popped in there. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Okay. You're all upstairs. Okay. Everybody hold hands.
Right.
Thank you to the gods and goddesses for everything that you provide to us. Amen. Okay, let's head back downstairs. Oh shit, I forgot what he was doing. All right, yeah, we're okay. Let's go. You guys are instantly inside of Nitma's.
Inside of Bagby.
Inside.
Oh God!
It's a magic school bus episode. Now you have to get the coronavirus out of Bagby.
You're inside of Nitma's office, is what I wanted to say, but you were there, so Bagby's office is what. Bagby, they're all of a sudden all in the office with you.
Oh God! I just had the sudden realization that fucking Norman Hall is Miss Frizzle.
Oh.
What was Norm doing there? Where did you find Norm? Hi, Norm.
I don't throw up this time.
Oh yeah, we need to do a con roll, you said?
Yep, con roll.
Don't throw up this
Is it
time.
a check or a save?
Oh, Bagby, he showed up in town with
Save,
a bunch of other elves.
Boom, 24 for me. And also everybody gets +3 for being next to me.
Uh-huh. Don't stand. Don't stand.
A mere
do stand next to the paladin.
Ooh, okay.
Crucible,
I don't travel well.
Yeah, you fall over and break a coffee table instantaneously.
Sorry about that, Bagby. I'll fix it later.
It's like a normal size coffee table for a goblin, but it's like this big for in actuality.
Lacey
It's
come
not mine.
after the giant crash. Lacey comes running in. What the hell would? Oh God!
Oh, hey there.
Hello there.
How are you now?
Good. Bagby, we've have all the intel from Axum, and you're good to go.
Wonderful. So, shit went down.
So I gathered.
They're trying to move Axum's plan to invade Adinagard forward at the council meeting tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for watching.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, is he going to quick me off at the end? Am I going to do the whole thing? I'll do the whole spiel.
Thank you very much for watching tonight. It was an excellent evening. It was all RP, but tomorrow will be next week. Sorry, next week will be
combat.
Quite a bit different. The
shout out to Phil real quick because he bought a house. What?
Woo!
Yes.
I mean, they haven't closed yet, but yes.
Phil.
Get out of my living room.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank the new followers. Thanks to the subs tonight. Laura at Sketties.
Yep.
Tomorrow is episode 0/1 of Deadlands. brand new campaign run by Chad.
Deadlands.
Awesome. Sunday we have Distant Star again, and they have found themselves in a very interesting town in the middle of nowhere. That definitely isn't just full of plot hooks. Then
horrible things are gonna happen to us.
Yeah, probably.
We're strike breakers now.
Yeah.
Well,
we're
working with the strikers, so I don't know.
I know.
You're creating a union.
I'm fully anticipating at least one character death in Distant Star.
Next week,
guy.
Next week.
Yet.
Jeez. Okay. Wow.
In any campaign, we have not had any character deaths. At least.
Oh, you're right. I should kill people. Thank you very much for watching. Have an excellent night.
Good night, Internet.
Good night.
I don't think Mike's really pulled his punches that much or anything.